We are less than a week away from the July 14th update, and if you aren't taking advantage of these massive discounts and bonuses today, you're going to be starting the new DLC broke. Rockstar has absolutely loaded this week with ways to stack millions of dollars and some very essential businesses in the game currently at their lowest prices ever. This is a continuation from the last week, however this will be the last chance to do these things before the new update. Today I'm breaking down the absolute must-dos before the new GTA Online DLC drops. Hopefully after watching this video you will be fully prepared for everything the new update is about to throw at you. Let's get into it. First up, we have to talk about the Fine Art Collector program. This is effectively some really nice unlocks that you guys can do before the new DLC drops. We have had this for the past 3 weeks, so I do presume that many of you guys out there have already done most of these things. Just for logging into GTA Online, you would have got $500,000 within 72 hours. Alongside that, you could also get a free Benefactor turreted limo. I remember when this first came out, and it was honestly really fun to use. Nowadays in GTA Online, probably not as useful, considering it is also a Pegasus vehicle, but it's armored and right now it is completely free. Next, if you complete any heist, this one is the big one because you will get $1 million within 72 hours. Alongside that, you also get the noose outfit. Everyone for the longest time in GTA Online wanted to get a noose outfit, and then Rockstar finally released it. So if you guys haven't yet to get one, you want to make sure that you do this before July 14. Getting a free $1 million is extremely nice as well. Then the final bonus there is if you guys have a mansion property. If you log in before July 14th, you will actually get some discounts on the Courts Center heist, which is the new update. You will get a $1 million discount on the Art Studio upgrade, which will be inside the mansion property, a completely free Annihilator Stealth, which honestly is a cool helicopter, and a unique mansion sculpture and high value painting to steal in the heist itself. I still cannot believe the fact that this is the first heist that we have seen since the Chaos Breaker heist, so I'm super excited to try this one out. Hopefully the payouts are really similar, but based on the Chaos Breaker heist, I have got a strange feeling that Rockstar might nerf the payouts at some point, for example, especially if the payouts are actually good. Then again, this is supposedly the last update in GTA Online before GTA 6, so with some luck, the payouts are some of the best time for your money. Like I've already mentioned, make sure that you guys do these various different unlocks before July 14th so that you don't miss out on that free cash, free vehicles, and the discounts. Before we get deeper into the gameplay, I've got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, AltMarket. If you're anything like me, your Steam wishlist is probably a mile long, but your wallet isn't exactly matching that energy. AltMarket is a game changer for finding PC and console titles without the new release price tags. It's a massive platform dedicated to gaming deals and discounted keys. We are talking massive savings on some of the biggest AAA titles and even those indie game gems that you've been dying to try. It doesn't matter if you're on PC or console, they do have a rotating selection of deals that honestly make it really hard to justify paying full price anywhere else. The site itself is super easy to navigate and the delivery is instant. No jumping through hoops, just grab your code, activate it, and get playing. Stop overpaying for your games, click the link in the description and head over to AltMarket. Use code Evizcerate in all caps for an additional 7% discount on your orders. It's a great way to support the channel while saving yourself some serious cash. Now let's get back to the video. For the next section, we just have to mention the discounts, and I am not even exaggerating when I say this. It has been some of the biggest sales that we have seen in GTA Online ever. Typically, we get a fresh set of deals every single Thursday, but Rockstar has been running these massive price cuts for the last week and a half. Obviously, this week was the continuation leading up to the DLC. This extended sale is a clear sign that they want everyone geared up and everyone to spend their money before the new update hits on the 14th. This will be the last chance that you can pick up the free Lego Zancuda bunker and free high-end garages to extremely nice discounts straight off the bat. Picking up some of the high-end garages will be extremely good, potentially saving you guys some crucial space where you need it most. We also got a 70% off the Mobile Operations Center, Benefactor Terabyte, B11 Strike Force, the Luxor, Mammoth Avenger, Bombushka, and the Alkonost. 70% discounts are honestly unheard of in GTA Online, especially on these vehicles. Things like like the Terabyte and even the MOC and Avenger are some of the most essential things to have, so pick them up whilst you can if you have not yet, whilst also being cautious about the new DLC dropping. There is then a 60% off all of the agencies and the hangars, which will also include their upgrades. Another ridiculous discount, picking up an agency and a hangar will easily be able to make you your money back as well. In terms of vehicles with that 60% off, we have the Scramjet, Grotti Furia, Stinger TT, X80 Proto, the Deluxo, Overflod Xeno, Pegasi Tesseract, and the ProGen Emirates. So not only are the businesses extremely good, the vehicle discounts alongside them have some insane potential. Next up, for 50% off, this is where things get genuinely insane in terms of vehicle discounts. We had this on the Krieger, Banshee GTS, Buffalo EVX and the Buffalo STX, the Half-Track, Pyro, Rocket Voltic, Bagheero ZX, Weaponized Tampa, LSCM Jester RR, and the Titan 250D. Then the Baller STD, LSCM Cheetah Classic, the Barrage, Ruiner 2000, the Laserjet, Coleco GTF, the Raju Jet, Hydrojet, Shinobi, and Obe 10F. Then the Ignis, the Oppressor Mark 1, Toreador, Torero XO, Weaponized Ignis, Lacarouse, Fister Growler, the Kanjali Tank, Ubermac Niobe, Sentinel GTS, the Molotok, and finally the Vapid FMJ Mark 5, Anti-Aircraft Trailer, and the Western Police Bike. So an absolutely huge amount of vehicle discounts. I'm sure many of you guys have already made the most of them, and hopefully you have saved enough money for the DLC. It was very easy to spend money over the last week and a half, but with these type of vehicles, it is almost impossible to ignore some of them, especially the ones with half price, just the sheer amount of them. We are not even finished there with the discounts because there was also 40% off the bunkers, which includes its upgrades, and all Independence Day returning content. The bunker will be a great thing to pick up. Even just getting that free bunker and then using that 40% off the upgrades is sure to save you millions of dollars. The final discount is obviously our gun van discounts. You can get a free firework launcher, firework ammo, and the musket, a 40% off the heavy rifle, and GTA Plus will get a 30% off the railgun. So yeah, like I've already said, hopefully you guys have managed to get some vehicles that you wanted, or even business-wise, maybe you've picked up the hangar or changed locations. This is exactly what I did. I bought the military base hangar for that ridiculous discount. Now, if you're short on cash after those massive discounts, Rockstar has luckily enough given us plenty of ways to fill your pockets. We are looking at some massive multipliers up until the 14th, starting with a triple money and RP on the Stunt Race series. If you guys like playing these things, especially with a full lobby of players, this is easily one of the fastest ways to make some decent cash and even rank up your character quite fast. If you don't like doing that, what you could do instead, which I honestly just prefer, it will be the bunker. We still have the double money and RP on the bunker cell missions. With full stock, this can make you roughly around $2 million. However, if you are selling full stock solo, just be very cautious because you don't get really much time and you will obviously get multiple cell vehicles. Even selling a small portion of stock should be more than enough, and it will be the perfect time to clear out the stock that you already have and make a massive profit. And whilst you're at the bunker, don't ignore the ammunition contracts, which are also paying out double money. The standard payout for these things was $50,000, so now per contract, getting $100,000 all the way up until the 14th, essentially will just pay for your bunker resupplies. Altogether, just a really nice loop. We are not even quite finished there with the bunker, because the bunker research missions, which you can get by calling Agent 14, will also have double money, RP, and even research progress. The ideal time to get all of your research completed. The bunker research missions are a really nice touch, and if you assign your staff to research inside the bunker and complete the bunker research missions when you can, it will make things a lot faster. Even the bunker research speed itself is also doubled this week, so it really just adds on top of the bunker research missions. You should be able to get all of your research, or at least the vast majority of it done, and it is well worth it for the unlocks you can get. Finally, for some variety, the Running Back Remix Adversary mode is double money and RP, and the Community Series is also paying double. Between the races, the business sales, and the research boosts, you should be able to make some really nice money, and with that variety on the different bonuses, hopefully you will not get bored either. If the discounts and bonuses weren't enough, we also have 2 top tier vehicles you can add to your garage this week, essentially free vehicles. First, make sure that you're heading over to the Diamond Casino to spin the lucky wheel. The podium vehicle right now is the Ocelot Jugular. This is one of the best sounding and best performing 4-door cars in the entire game. I still remember using this thing for the first time in one of the Clocking Bell setup missions. Using this as a getaway car was honestly a dream. Like I mentioned, the sound of this car is so good. I even went ahead and purchased it after that Clocking Bell run. Getting this for free is an absolute steal. Definitely spin that lucky wheel. Then over at the LS car meet, we have the Lampadati Evizcerate as the prize ride. This classic sports car is a beast once it's fully upgraded. Now don't get me wrong, I definitely prefer the Ocelot Jugular, but this is still an extremely nice one. To take this home, the challenge is actually pretty simple. You just need to win an LS car meet series race for 2 days in a row. So at the time of seeing this video, you will just have enough time to do this. Complete that challenge if you want to get the Lampadati Evizcerate, and just like that, you will get it for free. Beyond the passive income and bonuses, there are some specific one-time challenges and robberies that you should knock out right now to top off your maze bank account. First up, the weekly challenge is incredibly easy. Just win 2 races, doing so will net you $100,000 and the exclusive Blue Jock Cranley jumpsuit. It's relatively quick money, and getting a clothing item tied to this is always nice. If you own a salvage yard, this is a huge week for the robberies. We have a pretty nice rotation of vehicles to acquire and sell on. First, the Gangbanger robbery features the Grotti Turismo Omaggio. This is a top tier car, and it will be the biggest payout of all 3. Then, the Podium robbery gives you the Ubermax Cypher with the standard price. And finally, the Duggan robbery is for the Willard Eudora, getting you the lowest amount of cash. If you are yet to do all 3 of the salvage yard robberies, get them started today, especially the Gangbanger robbery for the Turismo Omaggio. This will be a really nice thing to do whilst your bunker is making you money. The FIB priority file this week was another thing that changed. This time you guys could do the fine arts file, probably the quickest one to complete. Also, don't forget to do these bonus challenges for some additional cash on top. And last but not least, for the weekly money methods, we of course have our time trials. The standard time trial is called Elborough Heights, located here on the map, and the HSW time trial is East Vinewood to Vespucci Beach. These are essentially fast cash injections, and depending what vehicle you have, will only take a few minutes. Stack all of these things together and you'll be walking away before July 14th for a nice portion of cash. Finally, before you go spending all that hard-earned heist cash, you need to check out this week's test rides. This is your chance to get behind the wheel of some of the fastest cars in the game for free. First of all, over at Simeon's Auto Shop, or PDM, he has one of the best lineups we have seen. You can find the Bravado Banshee GTS, Pagero ZX, X80 Proto, Torero XO, and Ubermac Niobe. With all of these vehicles having a discount, if you have been on the fence about buying one, make sure that you go over to Simeon's Auto Shop, give them a test drive around the block, and hopefully after that, you have a better idea if you want it. At the Luxury Autos dealership, we then have the Ubermax Sentinel GTS and the Vapid FMJ Mark V on display. These are 2 beautiful builds. If you're looking to add some style to your garage before the new update, you really can't go wrong with either one of them. Unfortunately, you cannot test drive them like PDM, but believe me on this, the Vapid FMJ Mark V especially is a great car if you have the HSW upgrades. Extremely fast, and the traction is surprisingly very nice. And finally, don't forget the LS Car Meet test track. You can take the Cheetah Classic, the Obey 10F, and the Panhard Lacrosse into the LS Car Meet test track. Then, if you're on PS5, Xbox Series X or S, or PC Enhanced, the HSW test ride was the Devesti 8 or Devastate. We had this last week as well, with this being the continuation week, and it's still one of the fastest cars in the entire game. Go see what that HSW feels like if you are yet to do that, before you commit to the millions of dollars price tag. And yeah, with that being said, that really wraps it up for this video, going through all of the things this week or last week and a half had to offer. Make sure that you do most of these things before July 14th, potentially pick up some new cars if you want them. They might even come in useful for the heist itself. We honestly don't know yet. But yeah guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like. I always do appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.